Oh, that's nice. Someone's conjuring some stuff up. Good for you.
Hey, I'm chillin', you're chillin', you're chillin', I'm chillin'. You want a tarot reading? Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would. Well, I just want to go ahead and say welcome to the Traveling Tent Oracle. This is a place for those that enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and the between and like to peek beyond the veil. For funsies, of course. We're not serious here because life is serious enough, and so let's ask some serious, well, not serious questions. Let's ask some unserious questions. Like for instance, today, yoga deck wanted to come out. Very fun. So if any of these poses, pigeon forward, side angle pose, and reclining hero pose resonate with you in any way, right place, right space. Okay, so I really wanted to jump into this message. This isn't the usual little I ask a hypothetical vague question. Today we have a channel coming in from the Henhouse. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. I'm going to go ahead and sweep out old stale energies. They're not necessarily bad or good. They're just in the way, and we're just going to make a nice fresh space. Freshness is a theme. My light is green. The back of these yoga cards are like a minty kind of green. There's a freshness here. That just came through. Not really sure how that's going to go into the message that I got last night. So now that I've cleared the space, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for channels. I'm going to connect me to this space. I'm going to connect the mirror that I scry with to this space. And I'm going to connect you to this space. Now, don't worry about staying connected and stuff like that. I do make sure to disconnect us at the end of every one. I'm not down for all those tethers. So whether you see me hastily edit a disconnect or not, I still did it. I promise. Okay. Oh, our space is nice and open. Okay. So as I stated before, I'm coming with you with a message from the Henhouse that was given to me. Okay, so at 1:02 a.m., I got a message from the Henhouse for you. And the message is that Chicken Run is significant. Yes, that includes Chicken Run 2. This is generational. The Little Mermaid 2 also popped up to amplify that message. And what I got from that was, don't overcorrect so much that you push what or who you were trying to protect into enemies' arms. Again, don't overcorrect so much that you push what or who you were trying to protect into the enemy's arms. I was also given an Itachi Sasuke reference to like super emphasize that. So specifically, they wanted me to mention the movie Chicken Run, specifically Chicken Run 2, I feel is important. The Little Mermaid 2, and then Itachi and Sasuke's whole situation with the Uchiha clan and all that. Some spirits that came forth. Let me go ahead and do that while I get these decks. So some spirits that wanted to come forth for this were the wolf spirit, specifically like a gray wolf. I'm hearing like a timber wolf coming through. Maybe you have an affinity for timber wolves. Maybe you like going to Great Wolf Lodge. Maybe it snowed inside for you, or you're in a situation where it snows inside, or like something like that adjacent. I'm getting snow inside. Crow spirits came forth, as did sea otter spirit. Specifically with the crow spirit, it was Tiki Tiki. Tika Tika literally came through. Tika Tika. He literally came through Sea otter spirits are also coming through. They are just drifting in the water together, dozing, hands clasped. So that's something. Someone has a favorite rock that you should be holding. It'll help you channel. I'm hearing like someone picked up a rock from outside from like a construction zone, or like it's a rock that's very obviously just a rock. Side angle pose. I call it triangle pose. Huh, maybe you've got different names for stuff. I'm getting the SpongeBob reference. It's not a rock, it's a boulder. Something like that, where like it's not necessarily something traditional that would be used. Like for instance, this palm stone that I have, it's more like, oh, perfect, an example. It's more like this guy, where this is just a rock I found outside, but I thought he was really cool and I like him. And he sits over here by Santa Muerte, and she loves it. So, okay. So, that's just some kind of pre-downloads to get you. Malachite also came out, and and specifically I was told, don't poison the well water, or don't poison your water. So let's go ahead and tap in. We're already here. Ooh, someone wants me to knock. We're gonna go ahead and knock and see what knowledge the Henhouse wants to bring up. For starters, something is upside down, something is topsy-turvy. Why? I'm holding the deck upside down. I'm on the deck upside down, is topsy-turvy, and I got an upside down King of Wands here, which, you know, is its own thing. However, this King of Wands isn't supposed to be upside down. You know how I know? Because the whole deck, exactly, timer going off. Because the whole deck is upside down. So there's a correction that needs to happen. Maybe this is leaning into that overcorrection kind of thing that's happening. So Two of Wands, whenever the Two of Wands popped up, that's like a wait and see. That's like a research. That's a watch. This is the card I like to think of this as surveying. So there is a situation that you maybe need to resurvey. Again, we're getting like a lot of wands again, where that King of Wands was in reverse. It was maybe like a king that was mismanaging his energy, because remember, wands are passion, it is fire, it is action, it is motion. And the King of Wands specifically, he's done all his journeying as a knight, squire, all that stuff, and now his job is to sit on his throne and know what adventures he needs to take on head first and what adventures he needs to delegate to other individuals. So in this, I'm getting so there is a Three of Wands on this table, but there's not actually a Three of Wands on this table. I'm liking that there are birds. This isn't a little chicken, but it kind of gives me chickeny little vibes. Ooh, I just got the urge to make your sigil. Someone wanted to like rush into this one, but that's okay. Maybe that's also a part of it. Because you're being asked, because a King of Coins is more of like a sit, a stable, a let's chill on it. Oh, you have information and you're like, I understand this, I'm solid, I'm grounded, I've figured out my own foundations, let's just go ahead and go forth on this. We should just go ahead and move. I'm inspired and I see what I got to do and where I got to go. Let's just get there. Ooh. But you're being asked to sit your pretty little butt down. In fact, I'm going to ask you to sit your pretty little butt down while I get you a sigil real quick. Don't worry, we're not going to make it super fancy. We're going to go ahead and get this done. Henhouse, give us a sigil. Really, a lot of the stories have in common. Maybe you have a daughter, maybe you have a younger female figure in your life, or feminine, you know, place the gender how you want to. You have them in your life that you really care about and you want to protect. You've had a difficult past where you've made decisions that you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have did that. For some of you, it's oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that if I'd lived my life and not encountered that, I would be so happy and so complete. And that's why I'm keeping the person away from it. Or it's the opposite, where you're like, I wish to, no, I got a strong opposition to that. It's not the opposite. This is truly, there's a level of care here that, ooh, suffocating. Came out the word stagnant, the word suffocating, stifling is coming out. It's, the hen house wants you to take a look at actions that you do the hen house is basically saying that you're so overly cautious and you're checking every window, every door, and you're making sure everything is locked up, that there's a lot. There's a lot like coming at me. Ooh. You have a lot of people who really want to help you. So there's a lot of people in your life who are noticing that you are overcorrecting, that this overcorrection is going to pretty much equal the opposite result of what you want. So for instance, if what you wanted, in the instance of, we'll use The Little Mermaid 2, Ariel was preventing her daughter from going to the sea because she knew Ursula was in the sea. She knew King Triton was in the sea. She knew all the stuff that she had gone through negatively as a child was in that ocean. And so, because she is a parent, she didn't want her child to also go through that. And then there was like a weird prophecy thing and stuff. But she did not want her child to have to go through the same thing she did. So the way that her and Eric corrected for that was they super overcorrected. The child wasn't even able to swim, and she is literally half fish. They never explained to her truly why she could not go to the ocean. And instead of giving her the skills to navigate, and Ariel using the knowledge that she's gained to educate her child and, you know, give her the tools and the information that she needs to not make the same mistakes Ariel has made, Ariel has gone, you know what? You just don't get to be over there at all, which in turn causes her daughter to want to do nothing more than be at sea. What's that one thing? Strict parents make sneaky kids? Something like that. Don't quote me on that. There's a little something there. So maybe you do have a little rebellious thing in your house. What are they rebel about? What are they rebel about? Maybe you talk in choppy, short words. Maybe you're Puerto Rican. I'm not elaborating. Okay. So this is your sigil. Very simple, very quick. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set this here. You sit on it, ruminate with it. Quick reminder, I auto draw these, so no rhyme or reason to any line, circle, dot I do or do not make. We can sit, we can talk about it, we can ruminate on it together, but at the end of the day, I know as much about this sigil as you do. In fact, you know more about this sigil than I do, because if this is your reading, this is your sigil. Back to the hen house we go. Maybe they want you to go back to the hen house, back to the drawing board. No, not back to the drawing board. They said you've been to the drawing board enough. Someone wants you, excuse me. Someone wants you to go back and chill. I'm hearing, when you're tired of being strong. Like, let's see what we have. King of Cups. We got a lot of King. We have some very strong foundational energy. Maybe this is why you want to rush forth, and this is that knowledge, this is that experience, this is your life experience that you have been through. Ooh, you've been through a lot. And these experiences that you have made you wiser, but I'm getting in another sense, they've also jaded you. You still have your heart. I'm hearing specifically, you still have your big, beautiful heart, and you still have your wonderful mind, and you're grounded about yourself. But your passion, not your passion specifically, but like, you're mayhaps somebody who has let passion lead them a lot in life, which in itself isn't necessarily bad, but you've been burned. And mayhaps some of the things that you've been burned by the most are things that when you look back on, you can truly say that it was at least 70% you, minimum. And that's where the overcorrect is mayhaps coming from. Yeah. Yeah, you've got a past. Not necessarily like horrible. I'm not like calling you like cops, robbers, whatever you are. But you've been through a lot and you've become the person you are. And if you could have learned the lessons you've learned without having to go through what you went through, you would much prefer that. You would much prefer that, which is why I'm sensing this level of intensity towards those that you consider, I'm here like under your purview in your care. So like under your umbrella, like maybe this isn't even your child, like maybe this is students that you have, maybe it's mentees, maybe you have a younger friend. I'm hearing like neighborhood kids, like people you've grown up with, younger cousins, just anyone, someone who you feel responsibility for. You want to give them the world. You want to complete cycles. This is also boom, boom. These are right after each other. You want them to be able to go to the world. You don't want them to have to go through the judgment, through the trial that you had to. You said, I already have the keys. Let me go ahead and lock that door since I know it'll do them no good. But then you don't tell them what's behind the door or why the door is locked or if it was good or bad. You just go, I don't want you behind that door. And I'm hearing the Willow line. They said, Willow, don't touch that. I looked around and then I went and touched it. They said, Willow, don't walk fast. I took off running and was not near stopping. So sometimes you, I'm being told to put this here. I don't even know if you guys can see that well. But sometimes you can result in your issues. So you're being told to take a break, to chill on it, maybe curl up with a cat. I'm seeing someone likes a nap. Maybe you need to go ahead and turn on your little heated blanket and curl up and take your little nappy nap. Because, you know, what will be, and it is coming in, babe. Let's see what these yoga poses are. Because I think that's why the yoga poses wanted to come out, particularly with this rest. It just wants you to relax, to chill. The Henhouse is merely alerting you that, hey, you're doing all this, you've made sure everything's locked, but like one of the chickens just really wants to get out. And she's been pecking at the wire for weeks behind your back. So we got behind your back, fish pose, just lay back, just chill, hero pose, sit, listen. Sometimes the best hero is the hero that just sits and listens. Bound lotus, you just need to sit. This is a lot of like sit and chill. Like the fact that you got 2 sitting poses, all of your poses are grounded. The highest one is the side plank, but this side plank is, if you notice his yellow and stuff like that, I'm getting a lot of core, a lot of sacral, a lot of solar plexus. I'm really honing in on that solar plexus. There's something here with confidence. You believe someone has a misplaced confidence, and that is why you are... Now, I'm going to use this word, and I'm not saying that this is what you're doing. I'm saying this is the word that was given to me. Stifle. This is why you wish to stifle them. I can be a hero. I can be your hero. but they don't want to live life halfway. Or maybe they're just like partway through a phase. This half moon pose, I'm just thinking moon phases, something tilted, something leaned. It's different from this side plank. It's standing up. Maybe there's an elevation that needs to be had within yourself. I'm drawn to the red here, which is giving me a lot of root, a lot of lower chakras. And then actually we've got like a nice little spectrum of them. Maybe you just need to ground yourself, because oh, here's that warrior again. And then hero. You're a fighter. You are a fighter who has been through a lot. Would not be surprised if 9 of Wands popped up. But baby, you ain't got to fight like this. You ain't, all your life you had to fight, and you do not have to fight that baby to make them act right. Teach, educate. If you see them going in a direction that you don't think that they should, it is what it is. Yeah, someone's a mom. Queen of Pentacles. Here's that sun. I knew that that was going to come out. I didn't say it because it wasn't here. But one of the things, so remember how, oh, I'm just knocking stuff over. If you knock stuff over randomly, right place, right space. So with my world and judgment, right before judgment is the sun. 1920, 21. So maybe the years between 2019 and 2021 are important. Maybe 2019 specifically is important. Maybe 2021 is important. Maybe 2020 is important. Maybe that's when some of you became mothers. Maybe for some of you, I'm kind of like reaching a little into the future, because I'm seeing some of you, your children are like infants if you do have a child, because the sun is also just a child. So there's a child and there's a mother and there's some heartache. There's a child, there's a mother, and there's some heartache here. You're just a concerned parent. Also, leave it where it is. You can be a dad as well. You can be a dad or a thad or a thom. It is what it is. For some of you, your baby is going through a phase. That phase is called colic. Yeah, the Tower and the Three of Wands. Three of Wands popped out. The Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in. So it's about, you've done all that you can do, and now at this point, all you can do is wait. So, for instance, parenting, King of Wands. See, you came out again. You've done all you can do, and now all you can do is wait. And that sucks. A lot of swords. You got an 8 of Swords here as well. So a lot of mental gymnastics you do. This really is this a child coming forth? Or is the Henhouse y'all's children? And y'all mentees coming? I think that I saw the Page of Cups at the bottom of this. Nope, that's 6. But these, okay, we got a Queen of Wands. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you, if you don't chill, some of you have older children, you're going to push them away. The song, it's not Scars. Scars is one, Scars by Papa Roach, but that's not the song. Perfect by Simple Plan is popping up. Yeah, the wheel is turning. They have options. They're gonna be fine. You're thinking, you're smart, but you are thinking a lot. You are a mother. I'm hearing mom brain is going off. We got more steps. We got 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. Some of y'all have children. Some of y'all have children, or you work with children. This is talking about a child. That 3 of Swords is back. And then that 2 of Wands is back. Ooh, okay. yeah, like all is not lost. You just have to get over this hump. It sucks. It is what it is. Being a parent is hard, and this, I'm hearing this is not a situation for you to be strong in. Page of Wands. This is a situation for you to let them be themselves and to be a guide for them. And let their little spark of inspiration take them. And you'll be surprised where their journey to kingdom will lead, regardless of gender. And I think that is it. That is the message that the Henhouse just really wanted you to know. You are overcorrecting with whoever it is who is in your care, and your overcorrection in your attempt to protect them and prevent them from going through the issues that you went through is actually going to be the thing that pushes them not only towards that thing that you're trying to avoid, but also away from you. So there's hope, there's care, there's growth. I'm seeing a stronger bond by the end of this. Swiss cake rolls are coming through. Swiss cake rolls are coming through, or just a chocolate cake roll with a cream fill. And that's all. Thank you for stopping by the tent. I hope this works out really good for you. Being told to put the sigil here. I hope that this works out really good for you. I don't see anywhere where it would be a problem as long as you, that's why the yoga deck wanted to come out. If you remain rigid in what you feel is best, that is what's going to lead to the heartbreak and the pain and the pushing away. Anyway, let's go ahead and disconnect. That was a lot, but like, it's a message that needed to get out here. The Henhouse was literally, they wanted me to do this message last night, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna relax a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the message in the morning. So yeah, you guys really needed the message. There's a lot going on. Be mindful. I'm hearing, be mindful of your eggs. Coyotes and snakes are sniffing them out. So, you know, the Henhouse is also saying, watch out, the coyotes and snakes are about. So if you've been thinking that, if you've been having dreams about coyotes and snakes, you are not imagining it. It's so for real. On your right side, maybe, like you look over your right side a lot, and like that, like you saw a snake when you looked over your right side, or maybe you saw a coyote. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead in the channel here. Thank you for joining me at the tent. Let me go ahead and disconnect us. Bye.